Coin toss is finished up, and we will now get set to go underway. No kickoff, so we will start things off on the 35-yard line. And the Outlaws will be starting things on offense. That will start things off 1st and 10 for the Outlaws. Quarterback Heist Jones to start things off. He'll pitch it to the outside, and that one falls incomplete. It'll set up 2nd and 10. I apologize. It's quarterback Elijah Calderon. Calderon takes the snap. He'll hand this one up off the middle. Still on his feet after a big hit. Gets all the way down to the 45-yard line. That's number 22, John Mizell. And Mizell with a nice run there to pick up a 1st down for the Outlaws. Now on their own 48-yard line. Outlaws lining up in the shotgun. Calderon takes the snap. He'll hand this one off. Flag on the play. And into the secondary and down at the 45-yard line was number 25. But it's going to be an illegal motion against the Outlaws, so that play will have to come back, unfortunately, and set up a 2nd and long situation. It's going to be 2nd and 15 now for the Outlaws. Calderon in the shotgun. Puts one man in motion, takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off again, and he'll gain about 4 yards on the play. That was number 27, Isaiah Dunn, on the carry. It was 2nd and 11 now for the Warriors, or for the Outlaws, excuse me. Calderon under center this time for the Outlaws on the 2nd down. Takes the snap. They're going to hand this one off. Now cuts up the middle, and he's wrapped up and taken down just shy of the 50-yard line. So now bringing up a 3rd and 7. Calderon lines up on her center, stands his man in motion. He'll take the snap, hand it off for the flag on the play, and here he goes! Now across the 30, across the 20, still on his feet, break a stiff arm, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. We'll see if this one's coming back. And I believe it is coming back, which is unfortunate because it was a beautiful touchdown run by number 22. So Mizell's touchdown run will have to come back, and it's going to be a long 3rd down now. Some good blocking and a nice stiff arm downfield from John Mizell. But unfortunately, a hold will bring them back. So it's 3rd and 12 now for the Outlaws. And see if they can try and repeat that same play. They had a lot of success. Calderon under center takes a snap. He'll hand this one off. And now cuts back up the middle. And he will gain about 6 on the play. Spot him down at the just shy of midfield. So that'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Outlaws. And looks like the Outlaws have decided to punt this one away. And while there is no physical punt, it automatically is a 25-yard punt. And so now the Callahan Warriors will take over the ball on their own 26-yard line. 6:30 remaining in the first quarter, and now the Callahan Warriors come out for the first time on offense. So quarterback Heist Jones looking to try and lead his team and get the first points of this ball game. Heist Jones under center takes the snap. He's going to run it up the middle himself, and he'll pick up a couple yards on the play. Looks like they give him about 3, which brings up a 2nd and 6. And Jones will now get back. Ice Jones get back under center. 2 wide receivers out on the far side, 2 on the near. Another handoff right up the middle, and powering his way down just shy of the 35-yard line. He'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Ice Jones again under center. Takes a snap. He's going to run it himself again. And we'll see where they spot him. It looks like he might be just short of that first down yard marker. So it's going to bring up 4th and 1 now for the Warriors. We'll see what their decision is on whether to go for it or punt it away. 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. 0-0 is your score. Warriors got a stop on defense, and now they are looking to try and score the first points of the game on their opening possession. And now the Warriors line up to go for it on 4th and 1. Ice Jones under center. Takes the snap. Runs it himself again. And he's short either way. And he will not get the first down. So the Callahan Warriors will take over the ball on a 1st and 10. So 4 straight run plays from the Warriors, and then they're unable to get that last yard. Great job by the Outlaws defense to make a big stand there and keep him away from that first down. As the Outlaws now starting in Warriors territory. They'll start on the Warriors' 34-yard line. 2 big defensive stands early on the opening possessions of this one. And now it's Calderon back out for the Outlaws to try and lead his team into the end zone. 4:19 remaining in the first quarter. Here's the snap. They'll hand this one off the middle. A little spin move at the line, but quickly taken down was John Mizell. It's been a heavy run game so far for both of these offenses. Mizell, the main back for the Outlaws. 0-0 is your score here in the first quarter, 3:47 remaining. Calderon in shotgun. Sends one man in motion, takes the snap, a little bit of high snap, but gets the handoff, and it'll be only a gain of maybe 1 yard line. And again, that was John Mizell on the carry. So that sets up a 3rd and 1 now for the Warriors with 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. Big 3rd down coming up for the Callahan Warriors. Here's the snap. They're going to hand this one up off the middle, powering through. Now stays on his feet and bounces out to the near sideline, and he's got the 1st down and plenty more. That was number 27, Isaiah Dunn, on the carry. I apologize. He's actually short of the 1st down yard marker, so it's 4th and 5 now for the Outlaws. 4th and 5, they'll leave their offense out there to try and go for this one. 2:54 remaining in this first quarter. Calderon takes the snap. He'll hand this one off, and he's got some room to run. Now across the 20 and down at the 15-yard line is number 22, John Mizell, with a beautiful run. And now they have the 1st down, so the Outlaws keep their drive alive. And now with 2:40 remaining, the Outlaws have entered the red zone and are looking to try and put the first points of the game up on the board. Actually, it looks like they marked them just outside that 15-yard line. So Outlaws 1st and 10 on the Warriors' 16-yard line. They'll take the snap. They'll hand this one off, and not much that time as he's swallowed up maybe a gain of 1. And that was Isaiah Dunn on the carry. It's 2nd and 9 now for the Outlaws. Calderon under center. That's Mizell in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off. Mizell through the secondary and into the end zone for the touchdown. John Mizell punches it in for 6 points with 1:38 left in the opening quarter. And the Creek Outlaws have taken a 6-0 lead on a 15-yard touchdown run. So now they will go for the extra point. And the way it works for youth football is that if it's taken from the 3 like it here, it is for the Outlaws. They've got it in the end zone, so the 1-point conversion is good, which makes it 7-0. So if it's taken from the 3, it's a 1-point conversion. If it's taken from the 5, it is a 2-point conversion. So Outlaws lead it 7-0 off a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell, with 1:38 remaining in the first quarter. And now the Callahan Warriors offense will come back out on the field to try and tie things back up. A very successful run game for the Outlaws on that drive between both John Mizell and Isaiah Dunn. And Mizell capped it all off on a 15-yard touchdown run, and now it is a 7-0 Outlaws lead. And remember, you're listening to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here for the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. If you're just tuning in, we've had 2 games already so far. 6 and under Outlaws defeated the Toros 16-8, and then in the 8 and under division, the Toros defeated the Outlaws 27-0. Callahan Warriors come back onto the field. Nice little plane flying over the field. Too bad it wasn't during the national anthem. We could have had our own flyover. So 1st and 10, starting on their own 35 for the Warriors. They'll take the snap, another QB sneak up the middle, and that time it's good for a gain of 4. Tell you what, the Callahan Warriors really like the quarterback run. As Heist Jones picks up, it looks like they spotted him a little short, so maybe a pick up of 3. So 2nd and 7 now for the Callahan Warriors. Heist Jones again lining up under center, takes the snap, runs it right up the middle, and gains maybe 2 on the play, so now that brings up 3rd and 5. Now, if I was a betting man, I'm going to go with another quarterback sneak coming up on this next play. On this 3rd and 5, 40 seconds remain in the first quarter with the Creek Outlaws leading it 7-0 over the Callahan Warriors. Warriors were stopped on their first possession of this game and turned over the ball to the Warriors, where they capped off the drive with a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell. Heist Jones under center, 3rd and 5. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff this time, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. That was Jackson Williams on the carry, but that sets up a 4th and 5 for the Callahan Warriors. And the clock is hit 0, so that'll end quarter number 1, and we will head to the second quarter with the Creek Outlaws leading the Callahan Warriors 7-0 after 1. Both teams will switch sides now. And you're listening to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here for the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you're just joining us, the Callahan Warriors trail the Creek Outlaws 7-0 after John Mizell had a 15-yard touchdown run. And we'll get ready to get the second quarter underway. Had some great day of football so far today on this Saturday. Callahan Warriors decided to punt that one away, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Outlaws on their own 34-yard line. Outlaws take the snap. They'll pitch it off onto the outside. Good run. Still on his feet and barrels through a couple defenders. That was number 27, Isaiah Dunn, on the carry. He picks up about 6 yards on the play, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 4 now for the Outlaws. 9:51 remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 4. That's Logan Britton under center right now. He takes the snap. He's going to run it himself to the far sideline and is taken down right at the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. And it's going to be an illegal shift against the Outlaws, which will push them back a little bit here. And that just about resets the previous yards they had gained, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 now. Actually, they're going to call it 2nd and 8. Outlaws leading the Warriors 7-0. Looking to try and go up 2 scores here on this drive. And flags fly again. Looks like there was some illegal motion before the snap. So it's going to be a false start against the Warriors. Against the Outlaws, excuse me. And that'll push them back another 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and long now for the Outlaws. Second and 13. And it's a high snap over the head of the quarterback, and he's going to fall right on top of it. And again, that was Logan Britton who was in at the quarterback position, and he was smart to quickly get on top of that ball and recover it before the Warriors could. So, but now it is a 3rd and forever situation for the Outlaws. .8:16 remaining in the first quarter. Outlaws lead it 7-0. Take the snap. They'll hand this one off, and it looked like some miscommunication there. Is taken down in the backfield for a loss of 1. Looked like Britton tried to hand it off to Mizell, but the transfer wasn't good. So the Outlaws will go ahead and punt this one away, giving it to the Callahan Warriors, who get a big defensive stand. They'll now take over already in Outlaws territory. Remember, again, the rules for the 1000 division, there is no physical punts, but you can declare a punt, and that'll move the ball 25 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the Outlaws' 40-yard line. Big chance for them to try and respond here to tie this game up. Ice Jones lines up in the under center, takes the snap. He's going to run it himself out to the near hash mark, and he's taken down just shy of the 35-yard line. So it'll set up 2nd and 6 now with 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Couple of substitution here for the Warriors. Another direct snap here for the Warriors, and he'll run to the near sidelines, pick up 1 yard on the play, which will make it a 3rd and... Actually, looks like they're getting about 2 yards, so it's a 3rd and 4, we'll call it. And the Warriors really love that direct snap type of play and just rush it up the middle. And they're mixing in Heist Jones and Jackson Williams as well on the carries. Quickly to the line of scrimmage here is the Warriors. They don't take the snap right away. Quarterback Heist Jones looking to the sideline, and now a timeout is taken by the Callahan Warriors. So they went quickly to the line of scrimmage there, maybe try and draw the Outlaws offside, but it was unsuccessful, and they'll burn a timeout with 5:52 remaining. Callahan Warriors trail the Creek Outlaws 7-0 right now. The Outlaws had a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell to give them that 7-0 lead. With 5:52 remaining in the second quarter. And now the Callahan Warriors trying to respond and try to tie this game up before the end of the half. So after the timeout, the Warriors are back down and lined up to set to go on this 3rd and 4. Heist Jones in the shotgun. Direct snap, and now a fumble. If the Warriors fall on top of it, that was Bishop Darr. And the snap was to Jackson Williams, who tried to hand it off to Darr, but transfer was no good, and luckily Darr fell on top of the ball. And that'll set up a 4th and 11 now for the Warriors. Looks like they're going to try and go for this. Snap to Heist Jones. He's going to throw this one, and that one's over the head of number 10, his intended target. That's Landry Janney. And that'll be a turnover on downs now for the Outlaws. And they'll take over 1st and 10 on just about their own 40-yard line. They'll spot them at the 41 with 4:58 remaining in this first half. And we'll take a water break on the field. And we'll take this time to, again, thank you for listening to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here for the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships here at Bowles School in Jacksonville, Florida. If you're just tuning in, had 2 games earlier this morning. 6 and under Outlaws took on the Toros and defeated them by a final score of 16-8. And then in the 8 and under game, it was the Toros who prevailed over the Outlaws by a final score of 27-0. And now here with the 10 and under game, we have the Creek Outlaws taking on the Callahan Warriors, and currently the Outlaws lead them 7-0. So here we go for the Outlaws. 1st and 10 on their own 41. Here's the snap rolling to his right. Short throw to Logan Britton. And he's still on his feet and still going, and finally pushed out of bounds just past midfield. And it's going to be 2nd and 1, just shy of that 1st down yard marker. Nice little passing play for the Outlaws to start off this drive. We haven't seen too many passing plays so far on this Saturday. We had a couple attempts in the earlier games, a couple successful ones as well. And now 2nd and 1 for the Warriors. Calderon takes the snap. He's going to hand this one up the middle, and that ball looks like it popped out, but Outlaws jump on top of it at almost exactly midfield, so it sets up a third and 1 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Third and 1. Calderon lines up under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand this one up off the middle, and a great run from the Outlaws has them the first down and more. He'll be spotted at the 45-yard line, now into Warriors territory. It was number 27 on the carry, Isaiah Dunn. First and 10 for the Warriors. They lead 7-0 with 2:50 remaining in the second quarter. Calderon takes the snap. He's going to throw it behind him, and the Warriors are all over this one, taken down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to go for a loss of 5 to set up a 2nd and 15. It was number 34 for the Warriors on the tackle, Carson Henderson. Now the Outlaws set up for a 2nd and 15 right at midfield. Calderon takes the snap and a flag's on the play, and they'll blow this one dead. And it's going to be an encroachment on the Warriors, which will make this a 2nd and 10 now. So 2nd and 10 on the Warriors' 45-yard line. Calderon under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Dunn, who picks up about 2 yards on the play, which sets up a 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 on the Warriors' 43-yard line. Outlaws looking to keep their drive alive as they lead 7-0 with 1:15 remaining in this first half. Calderon takes the snap, hands this one up in the middle and into the secondary, and finally pulled down at the 30-yard line. Another great run from the Outlaws. It was John Mizell again on the carrier, so the Warriors will take, or the Outlaws, excuse me, will take a timeout with 1:04 remaining in the second quarter. Now 1st and 10 for them. They're going to, currently sitting on the Warriors' 30-yard line, looking to extend their lead right now and go up 2 scores. Callahan Warriors would really love to try and find a way to stop the Outlaws' run game so far, as they have not been able to do that so far, and it's resulted in the Outlaws leading at 7-0 with 1:04 remaining in the second quarter. So Outlaws back to the line of scrimmage. Calderon in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He'll throw out to his left. That one's caught by Dunn. He's got some room to run. Dunn across the 20. Throws a stiff arm. Cuts back inside. Still on his feet. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Dunn barrels his way into the end zone. And now the Outlaws will take a 13-0 lead. How about that? Isaiah Dunn looked like he was going to be down a couple of times, but made a great cut back inside to get into the end zone. It was a 30-yard touchdown run. And now they will set up for a 1-point attempt to try and make this 14-0. Hands this one off and nothing going, so 1-point conversion is no good. So it's 13-0 Outlaws with 53 seconds remaining in this first half. Warriors will now get the ball and try to get something going before the end of the half to cut this deficit down. It's been the Mizell and Dunn show so far today. Mizell with a 15-yard touchdown run earlier to give the Outlaws a 7-0 lead, and then Isaiah Dunn goes for a nice 30-yard touchdown run to put up the Outlaws 13-0. So here come the Warriors. 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line to start things off. They got 53 seconds remaining in this first half. Only one timeout. Direct snap once again and brought down in the backfield is number 4, Bishop Dar. And the Outlaws push the Warriors to a 2nd and 11 now as the clock continues to roll with just about 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Warriors need a big play if they want to try and score before the end of the half. Another direct snap to Dar. He bounces out to the far sideline. He's got some room to run, and he's taken down just past the 45-yard line. There is a flag on the play. And it's going to be a hold against the Warriors, so that run again coming back, which will set up a 2nd and 16. And even when the Warriors have had a little bit of success running the ball, they've run into some penalty trouble, which has negated a lot of their big plays. Second and 16 now, 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Another direct snap here for the Warriors, and he'll gain a couple yards on the play, but that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Creek Outlaws lead it 13-0 over the Callahan Warriors. And we will now head to halftime. You've been listening here to the Quick Kick YouTube channel with the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. Well, again, the Callahan Warriors trailing the Creek Outlaws 14-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, oh no, we're put 2 seconds back on the clock. I thought the quarter would have been over, but all right, so 2 seconds back on the clock. It'll give the Warriors a chance to run one more play. Another direct snap. He'll try to bounce out to the outside. Nothing much going there. Picks up maybe one on the play. And now we will be at the end of the half. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, the second half of the 10 and under game. Everybody, and welcome back to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here at the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. As we get set for the second half Creek Outlaws taking on the Callahan Warriors, and currently the Outlaws leading it 13-0. Warriors will get the ball on their own 35-yard line to start things off. We had 2 touchdown runs from the Outlaws, a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell, and then a 30-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Dunn. That was a 30-yard passing touchdown. Well, now here come the Warriors back out on offense, and here's a pitch out on the inside. He's got some room. Now across the 50, still on his feet. Past the 40, stays in bounds. To the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! What a run from Aiden Murphy as he goes all the way from his own 35-yard line to put the Warriors on the board. It's a huge touchdown run there for the Warriors to get themselves on the board to start this first half. And the Warriors will now line up to go for 1 and try and make this a 6-point ball game. Hand off to number 7 there. He dives for the end zone, but he falls just short. That was Jackson Williams on the carry. A 65-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy has now put the Warriors within 7. And now the Callahan Warriors will head on defense as the Creek Outlaws set up on 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And here's a handoff up the middle for a nice gain of 5. They'll set up second and second and 4. And we do have a Outlaw down here. Coaches will come out to attend to him. Hopefully he's okay. And the Outlaws player who was down is up on his own feet and is now walking off the sidelines. That's number 22, John Mizell, who had that 15-yard touchdown run to open the game. He looks to be okay, but he'll come off for a play. Now coming into the game is number 5, Sammy Brown. Second and 5 for the Outlaws here. Calderon lines up under center. He'll take the snap, hand this one up off the middle, and a nice pickup of about 4 yards by Isaiah Dunn. And that'll set up a 3rd and 2 now with 9:23 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws lead it 13-6. 3rd and 2. And now a flag on the play before that snap goes off. It's going to be encroachment on the defense. So that'll give the Outlaws a first down. Couple of substitution now for the Outlaws. Number 5 comes out. That's Sammy Brown, so he's back to the sidelines. Calderon gets the assignment from his coach, heads back into the huddle. So 1st and 10 for the Outlaws on their own 46-yard line. Calderon takes the snap, hands this one up off the middle, and that's Sean Mizell who's back in the game. And he gets across midfield, and the Outlaws are now into Warriors territory. It sets up a 2nd and 7 with 8:12 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws have had a lot of success on offense, especially from their 2 running backs, John Mizell and Isaiah Dunn. Here's the snap again. They're going to hand this one off, and a nice pickup. Puts them just short of the first down yard line. That was number 2 on the carry. That's Logan Britton. It sets up 3rd and 2 now. Outlaws from the Warriors' 44-yard line. Calderon under center. Takes the snap, hands this one up off the middle, and down cross past the 40-yard line is John Mizell for another Outlaws first down. First and 10 for the Outlaws on the Warriors' 48-yard line. Calderon under center. Mizell in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Mizell will take it, and he gets down to the 35-yard line. And that'll set up 2nd and 7 now for the Outlaws. Second and 7 now for the Outlaws. Calderon again under center. Takes the snap. Hands this one off to Mizell. He keeps powering through and is finally taken down just shy of the 30-yard line, which will set up a 3rd and short situation with 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws leading it 13-6. If you're just joining us, the Outlaws started off the scoring on a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell to give them a 7-0 lead, and then a 30-yard passing touchdown for the Outlaws to Isaiah Dunn to give them a 13-0 lead. And then just as this second half started, the Warriors responded with a 65-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy to make it 13-6. Here's the snap to Calderon. He pitches this one out to the backfield and taken down behind the line of scrimmage is Isaiah Dunn for a loss of 1. So it's going to set up a 4th and 4, depending on exactly where they mark this one. Might be closer to a 4th and 5. Yeah, they're going to lead their offense out there. They will go for this. A big 4th down coming up here for the Outlaws. Warriors trying to make a stop and have a chance at tying this game. Calderon in the shotgun. Dunn in motion, takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Mizell, and he's taken down right away at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be a turnover on downs, and the Callahan Warriors will now take over at their own 33-yard line and are 6 points away from tying up this football game with 4:32 remaining in the third quarter. Another Outlaws player a little shaken up, so we'll take an injury timeout. It looks to be okay. He's up and off on his own power, which is good to see, and he'll stay in the game, I believe. Yeah, that is number 22. That's John Mizell again. He was shaken up earlier in the game as well, but he's sticking it through for his team now out there on defense. But here come the Callahan Warriors, who had a 65-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy to put it within one. They'll look to try and repeat that now on their own 33-yard line. Ice Jones takes the snap, hands this one off, bouncing out to the far sideline again with some room to run. He's still on his feet, and he stays in bounds across the 20 to the 10, the 5, and touchdown. And just like that, the Warriors are back in the end zone. There is a flag, though. We'll see if this one stands.
Looks like it'll be a sideline warning.
And it's going to be a sideline warning, which means that touchdown will count. So the touchdown is good, and now the Callahan Warriors have tied this game. And now a chance to take the lead. On this point after conversion. Or no, I apologize. This is to tie the game because the Warriors missed their first 1-point conversion.
Warriors on the ball trying to make this score even.
So to tie the game here. And flags fly. It's a false start against the Warriors, so that makes this first point conversion, or a 1-point conversion, a little more difficult.
Still 1-point attempt, but this will be from the 8-yard line.
So now from the Outlaws' 8-yard line, Warriors trying to tie this game at 13 apiece. As Jones takes the snap. He's going to throw it this time, going for the end zone, and it's tipped and incomplete. So the Outlaws hold their lead. The score now 13-12, but the second half has been a completely different story for the Callahan Warriors. In just 2 plays, they have run for a 65 and 63-yard touchdown run. And now the Outlaws will get the ball back again on 1st and 10 on their own 35. So 1st and 10 for the Outlaws. Calderon will again head under center. Calderon takes the snap and whistles now blow. We'll have a stoppage of play there. So 1st and 10 still for the Warriors, and we're going to have a water break quickly here with 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Now only 13-12 is your score as the Outlaws lead it by 1 after 2 huge touchdown runs in this second half from the Callahan Warriors. As we went back and looked at the replay, we can't confirm now that 63-yard touchdown run was by 25. That was Aiden Murphy again. So Murphy with 2 touchdowns on the day of both 60-plus yards. And he is having one heck of a day. But now it's the Outlaws. 1st and 10 on their own 35. Takes the snap. They're going to hand this one up the middle, and a good run there will pick them up about 4 yards on the play. It was 2nd and 7 officially now for the Warriors. Defense as they look to try and hold the Outlaws after they have had a fantastic start to the second half. It was all Outlaws in the first half. Now it's been all Warriors. 2nd and 7. Calderon takes the snap, throws that one, and that one falls incomplete. That should be incomplete. The Warriors think they have it. And it is going to be an incomplete pass, so that'll set up a third and 7 situation for the Outlaws. And the refs are conferring. I thought that was definitely an incomplete pass, though. Yeah, this should be 3rd and 7. No, it's going to be a fumble, so the Callahan Warriors have taken over the ball with 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. So a huge turn of events. Things continue to go the Warriors' way. And now a chance for them to try and take the lead. So the ruling is that it was a backwards pass, and because of that, it was ruled a fumble. So now here come the Callahan Warriors out on offense. Let's see if Aiden Murphy gets another crack at it. Here's the snap. They're going to hand this one off. This time to number 4, that's Dar on the carry. He'll pick up about 2 on the play.
Hard work for a gain of 3.
So that sets up 2nd and 7 now with 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Warriors trailing by just 1. Take the snap, hand this one up the middle to number 7. He bounces up and cuts back inside and gets down to about the 26-yard line.
Third down 2 for the Warriors.
So it's 3rd and 2 now for the Warriors. Outlaws could use a big stop here to try and hold their 1-point lead. Ice Jones takes the snap. He'll hand that one off to Jackson Williams, but he's immediately taken down. And now it's 4th and about 2. Big 4th down coming up here. Warriors trying to take their first lead of the ball game, while the Outlaws look to try and to hold on to their lead that they've seen dwindled here in the second half. Would not be surprised to see Aiden Murphy get the ball here at some point. He's got 2 60-plus yard touchdown runs. Ice Jones under center. Takes the snap. It's a bad snap, and the ball went down. Warriors have the ball, but he's short of the first down yard marker, and the Outlaws come away with a huge stop to get the turnover on downs. And the Outlaws offense is back out onto the field. So after just 2 plays in this second half, the Warriors with 2 huge touchdown runs. They have a slower drive this time, and the Outlaws defense holds them to get the turnover on down. So the Outlaws take over on 1st and 10 on their own 30 or on their own 27-yard line. They currently lead 13-12 with 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's the snap. They're going to hand this one up off the middle, and a good run there from number 22. Again, that is John Mizell, who picks up about 8 on the play to make it 2nd and 2. Yeah, maybe more of a 2nd and 3 on this spot that they gave him. And the key here for the Outlaws is to try and push them back a little bit and have some success on offense. Do not need another fumble that they had earlier. Now the clock will run down to 0, so that'll end it for the third quarter. And we'll get set for the fourth as the Outlaws now only lead it 13-12. And you're listening to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here for the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. If you're just joining us, we already had our 6-under and 8-under groups go earlier this morning. Outlaws won the 6-and-under game 16-8, and then the Toros won the 8-and-under game 27-0. And now here in the 10-and-under group, the Outlaws are taking on the Warriors, and the Outlaws lead it by a score of 13-12. As we get set to start the fourth quarter, we should be in for a treat here. So far, it was two stories of two different halves. It was all Outlaws in the first half, as John Mizell had a 15-yard touchdown run to start off the scoring to give the Outlaws a 7-0 lead, and then a 30-yard touchdown pass reception from Isaiah Dunn to make it 13-0. And then no more scoring for the rest of the half. And at the start of the second half, on the Warriors' first possession, they run for a 65-yard touchdown by Aiden Murphy to make it 13-6. Defense comes out, gets a stop, and it's a 63-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy again on their second possession to pull them within 1. And then we had a fumble off a backwards pass for the Outlaws, and the Warriors a chance to take the lead there, but the Outlaws defense comes up big and gets a turnover on downs, and that is where we stand. So fourth quarter now set to get underway. 2nd and 3, and a flag on the play before the snap of this one. And it's 12 men on the field against the Warriors, so that'll give the Outlaws a first down and push them to their own 47-yard line. Calderon takes the snap, throws this one out, and flags fly as it's caught, and now all the way down close to midfield is Logan Britton. I believe this one's going to be coming back. So that'll make it 1st and 15 now for the Outlaws with 9:52 remaining in this fourth quarter. Outlaws trying to hold on as they've seen their 13-0 lead turn into just a 1-point lead after 2 Warriors touchdowns in the second half. So 1st and 15, Outlaws on their own 33. Calderon under center. He'll take the snap, hands this one up the middle. He's got some room to run. Is taken down just shy of the 40. Sean Mizell again on the carry. So it's 2nd and 10. Outlaws trying to get their first points of the half. Coaches on the sidelines trying to communicate to their team to get set, and flags fly as this ball is snapped. Yeah, it looks like this one's going against the Outlaws. It's going to be a false start, so now it's going to be a 2nd and 15 again. Couple of penalties here against the Outlaws, really hurting them as they try to get something going offensively in this second half. They had 2 excellent drives to start this game, but haven't been able to get much since, and a lot of credit has to go to the Warriors defense, who's done a great job of holding them. 2nd and 15 now. With some whistles here before the snap. Looks like the spot of the ball was a little wrong. They're going to move it up a yard. And now here we go. Calderon takes the snap, hands this one off. Bouncing out to the outside, still on his feet and now taken down. Close to the original line of scrimmage is again Mizell. Quick substitution for the Outlaws. Number 44 comes out of the game. It's Asher Williams who checks out for the Outlaws. 3rd and 10. Calderon in the shotgun. Calderon takes a snap, tries to throw this one, and it falls incomplete. That one intended for number 13, Brooks Mirabella. That one just a little too far in front of him, so that'll bring up a 4th and 10 now. And the Outlaws have elected to punt this one away, so the Callahan Warriors will get the ball back with 8:06 remaining in the 4th quarter, only trailing down by 1. Warriors will now look to try and repeat their success they had on those first 2 drives off a 65 and 63-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors on their own 37-yard line. Ice Jones takes the snap. He's going to pass this one wide open, caught at the 40. Now all the way down and just shy of midfield is finally taken down. That's number 4, Bishop Dar on the catch. A good play there from the Warriors. We've seen them do a direct snap about 90% of the time, and they throw one there to pick up a 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 on their own 48. Ice Jones in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, he's going to throw it again, and it is tipped and nearly intercepted. That one intended for number 7, Jackson Williams. That would have been a huge interception for the Outlaws. So they are trying to desperately hold on to this 1-point lead. Defense looking to make a big stop. Meanwhile, the Warriors have gone away from their run game, especially Aiden Murphy, who's had 2 huge touchdown runs for them. I'm surprised we haven't seen him carry the ball. Ice Jones in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. He's got some speed, a little bit of daylight, gets a block downfield, all the way down to the Outlaws 35-yard line. Picks up plenty for the first down. And a huge run there from Ice Jones on the direct snap. And it's 1st and 10. And officially on the Outlaws 34-yard line. Ice Jones takes the snap, drops back. He's going to throw deep down the right sideline, and it's caught! And then the ball comes out. It looked like he might have juggled it, so it's going to be incomplete. Wow. Looks like that one was intended for number 12. I believe that was Easton Parks.
That'll be 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
Or no, that was 25. That was Aiden Murphy again there, who had the catch, but then juggled the ball, and it popped out and went out of bounds. Second and 10 now for the Warriors. Ice Jones takes the snap. He's going to throw it, and it's caught. Taken down at just shy of the 25-yard line. It was Bishop Darr on the catch. And now 3rd and 1 for the Warriors. So the Warriors doing a great job of mixing things up here, trying to keep this drive alive. Ice Jones under center. He's going to take this one himself, trying to push through that big pile. We'll see where they mark this one. And he'll have enough for the first down. So that's a Warriors first down with now 5:57 remaining in this 4th quarter. Warriors trailing 13-12. Looking to try and take their first lead of the ball game.
Warriors on the move, looking to take the lead here.
Ice Jones in the shotgun. On 1st and 10, takes a snap. It's a bad snap, and he's got to fall on top of it to secure that ball. So it's going to be 2nd and long now for the Warriors. Clock down to 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. This has been a fantastic game so far. If you're just joining us, it was all Outlaws in this first half. They led 13-0, and then after the second half, it's been all Warriors, and they now trail by 1. Here's another handoff up the middle, still on his feet, and finally taken down, and should have enough for the first down. Short of the first down. He'll be spotted at just shy of the 20-yard line, so that sets up a 3rd and 7. And we will get a water break timeout now with 4:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. And this one is coming down to the wire. Don't go away. Don't want to miss the ending of this one as the Outlaws look to try and hold on to their 1-point lead. Again, if you're just joining us, first half, Outlaws got off to a fantastic start. 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell to put them up 7-0. And then a 30-yard passing touchdown. That was Isaiah Dunn on the catch. And he put them up 13-0. And then, once the second half started, it was all Warriors. A 65-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy made it 13-6. And then a 63-yard touchdown run from Murphy again to make it 13-12. And unfortunately for the Warriors, they weren't able to get on the 1-point conversions, and they now trail by 1. But they've got the ball with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 on the Outlaws' 20-yard line. Ice Jones takes a snap, but whistles blow. And it looks like a timeout was taken before the snap. Timeout was taken by the Outlaws, so they'll burn one of their timeouts here. We had some great games earlier this morning, but this has by far been one of the most entertaining ones, with this game coming down to the wire. And thank everybody for tuning in here on the Quick Cut YouTube channel. (13-12) is your score. Outlaws lead it by 1. Trying to hold on to their lead after they were up 13-0 at the end of the first half. If I'm the Outlaws, I'm keeping my eyes on Aiden Murphy. So 3rd and 8. Ice Jones lines up under center. And that's Aiden Murphy in the backfield. Jones takes a snap. He'll pitch it to the outside and breaks one tackle, still on his feet and still going. Finally pushed out of bounds at just about the 15-yard line. That's Aiden Murphy again. So it'll set up a 4th and 2. And they'll definitely get set to go for this. So a huge 4th down coming up for the Outlaws. So they can hold them here. Here come the Warriors, though, quickly to the line of scrimmage. They won't snap it. Ice Jones calls for a timeout. So the Warriors trying to draw the Outlaws offside. It's unsuccessful, so they'll call a timeout and get a play set. Warriors trying to take their first lead of this game. They've scored 12 in the second half. Meanwhile, the Outlaws trying to come up with a big defensive stop as they've seen their 13-0 lead dwindle to just 1 point. And now after the timeout, both teams back to the field. So here we go, 4th and 2. 3:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ice Jones under center. But I formation for the Warriors. One receiver out on the far sideline. Ice Jones takes the snap. He's going to hand this one up the middle. He's got some room to the outside, and he's taken down, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's Jackson Williams. Picking up a huge first down for the Warriors. And the Warriors will quickly go to the line of scrimmage on this 1st and goal. Hands a snap back off to Jackson again, but this time only gets maybe 1 on the play. Second and goal on the Outlaws 3. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter now. Ice Jones under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself. And he barrels his way through into the end zone for the touchdown. The Warriors have taken their first lead of the ball game with 3:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. You know, what a comeback this has been for the Warriors as they now take their first lead, and the Outlaws will have another big offensive drive coming up to try and take the lead back with just 3:02 remaining. The Warriors are going to go for one here. Ice Jones takes a snap, rolls out to his right, throws it, and it is caught for the 1-point conversion. Nice throw and a nice catch there from the Warriors. And they now lead 19-13. With 3:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Thank you guys for listening to the Quick Cut YouTube channel here for the North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. Warriors now lead for the first time, 19-13, and here comes the Outlaws offense. They're trying to score their first points in the second half and take back their lead. Elijah Calderon hoping to lead his team down the field. A little bit of discussion here going on with the officials, so we'll hold here for just a minute.
Going off 13 in the first. Callahan put up 19 in the second half.
And now we're set to go. Calderon takes a snap. No, whistles blow here.
Ready to play whistle, not blown.
Looks like the Outlaws snapped that one a little too quick.
Here we go.
And now here's the snap from Calderon. Throws this one out, and it's caught and then dropped. That one falls incomplete. That one intended for Isaiah Dunn. He had it at the 40-yard line. And then as he was being tackled, the ball came loose, so it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 2:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. Outlaws now trailed by 6 after leading all game. That would have been a fantastic catch by Dunn had he been able to hold on to it. Second and 10. Calderon in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands this one off. And it's going to be a short gain for John Mizell. So maybe 2 yards on the carry depending on the spot. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. For the Outlaws here, 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Two minutes, 50 seconds left. Outlaws, let's hear it from your offense. Callahan, let's hear it from your defense. 3rd down 8.
Here we go again now, 3rd and 8. Calderon under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, throws deep down the right sideline, and it's tipped and incomplete. That one intended for number 13, Brooks Mirabella, and a good defensive play from number 10, Landry Janney, to break up that pass. So it's going to be 4th and 8 now for the Outlaws. Huge 4th down coming up.
Here we go.
While the game isn't necessarily over, It would make things a lot more difficult for the Outlaws if they cannot pick up this first down. And now whistles blow before they get to the line of scrimmage, so we'll hold up for just a second. Calderon under center, takes the snap, throws over the middle. That one's caught, and now across, past the first down yard and across midfield is number 87. That's Ethan Sayers, who picks up the first down, his first catch of the day, and it's a big one. The Outlaws now into Warriors territory. First and 10 on the Warriors' 48-yard line. Calderon under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, and it's intercepted! Warriors back the other way, across the 40, across the 30. One man trying to tackle him, and he's finally brought down just shy of the 10-yard line. It's intercepted by Jace Simmons, a huge pick to stop the Outlaws right in their tracks. 1:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now the Warriors take over on offense with a chance to try and put this one away. Now, what an ending to this game after the Outlaws went up 13-0 in the first half. The Warriors have come all the way back to take a 19-13 lead, and now get an interception late in the fourth quarter to try and seal it.
To go in this championship game, what a great ball game by both sides.
1:52 remaining in this fourth quarter. Nice Jones under center, first and 10. Jones takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Jackson Williams, and he gains about 2 on the play. There is a flag down, though, and it's going to be a false start against the Warriors, so that'll push them back 5 yards to make it a first and 15. And if you're just tuning in and joining us, the Warriors lead it 19-13 in the 10 and under North Florida Youth Football Conference Championships. Warriors were trailing 13-0 at the end of the first half and now have come all the way back 19-13 to take the lead, and then just had a huge interception to stop the Outlaws as they tried to look to march down the field and tie the game. So 1:17 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be first and 15. Heist Jones under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Jackson Williams again. And he picks up a couple yards and will be stopped at the Outlaws' 15-yard line, and now a timeout taken by the Outlaws. 54 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And if this score holds, this will be quite the comeback for the Callahan Warriors. Outlaws had such a good start to this game, but have just not found success in the second half. A second and 12 here now for the Warriors with 54 seconds remaining. The Outlaws trying to make one last stop to give their offense a shot. And Heist Jones is going to kneel this one and try to run down this clock. I don't think the Outlaws will have enough timeouts to stop it. So it's 3rd and about 14. And it looks like they're going to have to kneel this down one more time, and that should just about do it. Heist Jones lines up in victory formation. And he's knocked down by a center. But that'll do it. The Callahan Warriors have completed the comeback from down 13-0. They win this one by a final score of 19-13. What a fantastic game from the Warriors. The Outlaws took an early 7-0 lead off a 15-yard touchdown run from John Mizell. And then they took a 13-0 lead off a 30-yard touchdown reception from Isaiah Dunn. And that's how we ended the first half. And the second half was a completely different story, with the Warriors starting things off with a 65-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy on their first offensive play of the half, and then a 63-yard touchdown run from Aiden Murphy on their second offensive drive to make it 13-12, and then a 3-yard touchdown run from Heist Jones to give them a 19-13 lead, and then a huge interception by the Warriors defense, Jay Simmons, to seal the game and complete the comeback. So that will do it for the 10 and under North Florida Youth Football Championship. Thank you guys for tuning in for this one here on the Quick Cut YouTube channel. The next game will be coming up here soon, I believe at 4 o'clock. We might start a little early. When we come back, it's going to be the Baker County Wildcats taking on the Village Toros in the 12 and under division. All right, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the 4th and final game.